Let's talk less and fix more roofs. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about intake ventilation and what it does for your house. So first of all, air has to come into your attic to create the proper ventilation. There's different styles and we're going to show them all today. So first of all, we're going to start by the proper way to do it is with soffit. I don't know if you guys can see it, tiny little holes. This goes on the soffit. It lets the air in. This is normally what we install. As you can see, it comes in two different colors. I mean, it comes in any color, but this is the one that we use the most. This is called 333 fully vented soffit. And then we got this a little bit more fancy. This is called hidden vent. I don't know if you can get it on the angle. You see those tiny little holes right there? So it lets the air go in, but doesn't look like this one. So those are, normally, this is what you will look like. It will go on underneath your soffit, so air goes into your attic. Sometimes some of these old houses that we deal with in our area, they were built probably 1900, 1950, around that age. They were not worrying about ventilation, none of that stuff, and they don't have no soffits. So that's where smart vents comes in. So you guys can see it. This paper is so animals or small little bugs or anything won't go into your attic. So what we do is we go in, we cut a 1-inch slot across the roof. Air comes in through this into your attic and up to create the proper ventilation. This is along the edge. You can see it has a real thick profile. Then sometimes we got on these old houses, we got what's called flying rafters. What it means, you can see the rafter, and then we put this halfway up the roof. This is called another type of smart vent. Same thing, same principle. It lets the air come in, and then we cut a slot right here so it goes up. What this does, it lets fresh air come up, and then the exhaust will suck it out to create the proper ventilation. What we're trying to do here is be as close as possible to the outside. What it means, we should have only two temperatures. The living space temperatures, that's where we spend most of our time, and then the outside. The third temperature comes into your attic if it's not properly ventilated. And then if there is a temperature, two different temperatures, not insulation in between, it will create moisture. Moisture is a big enemy of our house, and then we figured this out. Actually, they created a code about moisture and ventilation in the past like 6-7 years because a lot of people were getting sick with mold, and these are the tools that we use to make sure your roof is ventilated properly. Another tip too for homeowners, when you're talking about roofing, you got to make sure that you have proper ventilation, otherwise your warranty is going to be void. So there we go. That's why ventilation is so critical for your house. Please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget the bell if you like this kind of videos. We'll be posting every Wednesday and Sunday, so please check it out. I forgot to mention about the baffles and the insulation, and you're gonna see it, how they work and what they do. So baffles, what they do is they keep the space between the plywood and the insulation so air comes up. Keep the insulation from choking the plywood, and this is what it will look like. So this is what you will see. Those channels will let the air come into your attic. And the insulation, otherwise, I don't know if you can get there. So now, otherwise, you see it will choke the air from coming in. But the baffles, so now there is a gap between the plywood and the the insulation, so lets the air come in. So this is a critical part of the proper ventilation intake. So go into your attic and check right at the gutter lane. You should have, there could be different colors, different style, but something like this. This is called a baffle. This will let your air come into your attic. So this is a critical part of the proper intake.